What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life TV. I'm Poetry. You are here for a recap, or maybe just a slight review of the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 4 Reunion Part 1. It's supposed to be 3 parts to this reunion, so just be advised. We're gonna get them out there to you. If you already watched my power recap, you know that my computer went a little haywire on me and ate my notes. So I try to jot some stuff down, and hopefully I'm gonna cover everything. So this may not be a recap because I can't go in order. I don't remember what the hell these women were doing. I just know at the beginning we opened up with them coming into the building, getting their makeup done, Andy going around. Who did he go to first? I don't remember. I know we saw Robin and Giselle in the dressing room speaking about Michael, whether or not he was gonna come to the show. Robin was like, yeah, he gonna have to, because he gonna have to like cover his ass, you know. So if he don't come, we gonna all be looking at him crazy. Ashley breastfeeding, had both pumps, the titties just pop, 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 pop. She's breastfeeding. Then we saw Candace. Andy said that her mama was coming. Candace was acting like she was shocked. You knew your damn mama was coming, girl. You knew your mama was coming. She told you on the plane right over. Y'all rode together. So Candace's mama was coming. As I said before, Katie is not invited to the damn reunion, but I think it's braganackle bullshit. Karen was getting her makeup done. What else was going on, Karen? Who am I missing? Karen, Robin, Giselle, Ashley, Monique. What was going on with Monique? I know Monique was getting her makeup done, and somebody said that she had a glow, and the makeup artist was like, I know, thank you, boo. He's like, yes, thank you. You know, but that's all I can remember. I don't remember anything specific going on with Monique. I don't remember anything specific going on with Karen, per se. I thought all the ladies looked great, with the exception of Robin. They decided to put on all white. This was an all white party. They set the stage up like it was the French Quarter, just to give them a memory of the doggone trip that they took. I'm glad they didn't do the Caymans. But everyone looked great except for Robin to me. It looked like she literally pulled the lace covering off her doggone grandma's dining room table and said, fuck it, I'm gonna wear this. She even had those slide mule heels on, the kind that she would normally have the fuzzy ball on and wear for slippers and just walk around the house. I didn't like Robin's look at all. I didn't like her flip hair. She was growing it out and then she had it flipped out. I didn't like that either. Her makeup was a bit orangey. It was a bit heavy in the face, almost like pancake faced it. I wasn't feeling none of that there. We start off, Andy introduced himself to all the women, or the women introduced all themselves, you know. I know he asked Ashley about Michael coming, and she was like, of course, you know, because he was the topic of conversation. Everybody's talking about him, so he got to come here and defend himself. And Karen was like, Michael just likes screen time. Come on now, you know he loved the camera. Look at the Fox 5 news report. Karen is on it. Karen was not feeling it at all, this reunion. Majority of the time when they was laughing or joking, the Kiki and Karen was like, I'm so over it, so done with it. Giselle didn't seem to really stand in her own truth much this particular episode, because even at the beginning, Ashley was like, well, Giselle, because he asked how do they feel about Michael coming, and Giselle said, you know, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm kind of done with that conversation, really tired of it. And Andy was like, well, you're gonna get tired tomorrow, because we're gonna talk about it today. And Karen made me, she say, oh, you tired now? You weren't tired when you sit in the hot seat. Confessionals. You weren't tired then. You had a whole lot to say then. And then Ashley like, yeah, that's right. Why would my friend do that? And Giselle was just dumbfounded. She didn't know what to say. So, hopping right on to we get into Giselle situation. Andy brought up the fact that she done went through a lot this season. We started off with her and Sherm in the wedding situation, where Sherm decided he wasn't gonna come, and why he didn't want to show up. And of course she tried to throw the blame back at the fact that he was too scared to talk to Monique. But he had just saw Chris in the gym and he told Chris that he was gonna talk to him. So I don't know which one of those stories to believe. I just refuse to believe it's about Monique at all. I still believe that he just didn't want to be around the women, period. He still didn't want to be involved in the TV show, period. And he didn't know how to tell her. what a lot of people fail to realize is they started filming this immediately after last year's reunion. They didn't have no break. Usually they have a few months. No, they went right into it. That's why Monique's child is already a year damn old, and Ashley done already had her baby, because they started filming this right after. So it had only been like maybe a week or so time between that, when Giselle was supposed to be going through therapy with Sherm, and Karen allegedly hearing from a Saks employee that Sherm was up there with another chick. Now, I did not know that Karen had heard this through somebody. She acted like Sherman had been seen by somebody that she knows specifically, not that Saks called her. She was like, see, Saks called me. I got connects, baby. I got connects. Okay. And so Andy asked her, well, are you dating somebody, you know? No, before we get to that point, I think they went through her therapy situation, her going through therapy. And she said how Dr. Ken really opened her mind up. And because he asked her, was she still writing her apology note? She had a long letter to apologize because she started being messy all over again. And she's like, you know, he made me open my eyes, made me see, you know, that I wasn't being empathetic to people. And Ken said, you didn't know you was a mean old lady all this time? Yeah, Giselle said, I thought everybody was lacking a sensitivity chip. I think she meant it another way. I think she meant that everybody was being so sensitive that, you know, they was lacking a backbone or something, because a sensitivity chip would make you more sensitive, which apparently these women were this season. There was a whole lot of sensitive. So of course he always asks, no, are you dating someone? And she said, yeah, I'm kind of committed. She kind of stumbled over words, basically to say, yes, I am involved with somebody. Like I told y'all in the finale episode, it's Jamal Bryant, right? Her baby daddy, her first husband, the one who cheated on her, had another baby on her. And I did not know they had been divorced 12 years because I have not followed them like that, which that the kids were so young, they don't remember their parents being together. But when he asked all the women, do they want to meet him, Karen say, look, she don't hold on to a man for longer than a season, so I don't even want to get a chance to know him. Karen was throwing shade left and right. Like I said, she was totally done with it. She talked about how Giselle was an evil person. She wasn't going to be able to get over that shit until she confronted her issues, which she ain't going to do, because Giselle thinks that she's fine exactly the way she is. You know, so I don't think she's still seeing Dr. Ken. But Andy did confirm that Jamal Bryant is who Giselle is dating, and they have been doing so since last season. So I guess since her and Sherman broke up, because it's been a year, they said, that her and Jamal have been dating. Like I said, on Miss Honey's channel, she had told y'all already. She been saying that the word on the street is she been down there in the church up on the first pew in the first row. Of course, Karen said she had connects down there too. Somebody in the first pew of his church, and I already let her know that Giselle been down there creeping with Jamal. Okay, so then we get on to the death of Karen's parents. And the whole Louisiana thing where Giselle was in her feelings because Karen didn't want to go out and she decided to get on Instagram Live. Monique was like, yeah, it was a heavy day. You got her in the cemetery bringing up all this ancestral information. Heck, I was emotional and I was watching it. So I could understand, you know, her feeling, even if her parents were not an issue, I could still see someone feeling so heavy from that day that they didn't want to go out. But that's neither here nor there. She said she didn't want to go out that night. It's probably not a good time. Giselle is mad, like, oh, she said she grieving, but she on Instagram. Even if she was grieving, she could be on Instagram. Like, what the fuck is your problem about that? Karen is like, you know, it's really low of you to be disrespecting my parents, disrespecting the way I grieve. Of course, Robin gonna chime in, you know, Batman, Giselle's sidekick gonna chime in. Well, it's not about grieving. We're not tripped off you grieving, but being on Instagram is not grieving. I thought you just said it wasn't grieving. I thought you said y'all weren't talking about grieving, but now you're comparing being on Instagram to not grieving. And Karen, again, with the shade, say, look, I don't question how you love Juan, so don't question how I grieve. As if grieving and loving Juan is the same thing. It probably is. I'm just saying. Karen was throwing them. Karen was throwing them daggers and they didn't even trip off of it. They said she finally got LaDom into the stores. The retailer is Bloomingdale's. Now, you know, poetry and her investigative ass. We went to Bloomingdale's right here in Orlando. They didn't have it. Had never heard of the scent. So I'm not sure if it's every Bloomingdale's or if it's just Bloomingdale's up in that area, but the Bloomingdale's here in Orlando does not carry it. Homegirl looked it up for us in the computer. She typed in the name. I spelled it for her and everything. Nothing. So she's like, let me see the bottle. And maybe I can, I know the bottles. I showed her the bottle and the image. She said, maybe it's just sold online, which wouldn't be good if I'm trying to smell the scent. So I don't know. She told me to look it up on Bloomingdale's online. What's wrong with my computer? My computer acting funky. Get that. Close screen. Let's see, Bloomingdale's. I'm gonna look it up right now, y'all. Online. Because the Bloomingdale's in Orlando in the Millennium Mall, no, they didn't carry LaDom. And according to them, by the time LaDom. LADAME? No. We could not find a match for LaDom. I'm on Bloomingdale's website. Not there. Let me just type in Karen Huger's name. Maybe it pops up under her. Karen Huger. We could not find a match for Karen Huger. Pause that minute. Okay, y'all see me. All right, that's the computer. Karen Huger. I didn't find a match. I'm on Bloomingdale's. Let me search again for LaDom. I just put it there. Bam. We could not find a match for LaDom. Y'all see that? Okay, hold on. Let me put y'all back on pause. Okay, so y'all saw what I saw. It ain't in Bloomingdale's. And this is the website. So this ain't just Bloomingdale's Orlando. If anybody else go to a Bloomingdale's near them and they see it, y'all let me know. Because I can't find it, Karen. I heard that the business is doing good. Her website, however, is up. And LaDom is on their website for sale. But through Bloomingdale's, ain't there. I don't know when the distribution is supposed to begin, but they claim it has already started. It ain't there. Okay, so now y'all see like I see. But again, Giselle was going on about how she have investors and this, that, and the third, and it can't be her company. A lot of companies have investors, but Giselle, your company is the same way. Speaking of companies, it threw me off when Ashley and them later on was arguing over whether Candace owned the house and that her name is on the deed and the mama name is on the deed. Candace brought receipts and they were still like, but that's still your mama house. Now, when Candace brought up the fact that the restaurant situation with Ashley, and she was like, well, I'm 50% owner. I'm 50-50 owner. My name is on it. How come is this yours? You know, how come you an owner, but she ain't the owner of the damn house and her name on it? Y'all so fucking hypocritical. I can't stand these bitches. I can't. Anyway, so we move on to Candace. And Andy brings Dorothy out. Now, on every housewife show, I have seen mamas. If I'm not mistaken, maybe there's a real Love and Hip Hop. I know Love and Hip Hop is certain I've seen mamas. But I could have sworn Mama Joyce was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta show before. I don't remember. Might be in the audience. Well, anyway, Monique was like, I got to ask the question, where she come from? When we start bringing mamas on the stage? I guess Monique want her mama on her too. And Andy just said, no, I asked her, she said she was coming. Like, why are you here? I like screen time. We already know that, Dot. We know that Candace and Dorothy are no longer in counseling. Remember at the end of the finale, they weren't even speaking no more. So just watching them online, they got a ship. I can't even call it a relationship. It's no real togetherness. Dorothy claimed that she over the situation with the brother. Lie. Hell, that's a lie. One of the viewers wrote in and said, Dorothy, after the son was born, you still married the husband. So you forgave the husband. How come you taking it out on the son? But when she went on through her whole little situation and explanation, she kept saying, no, I was a wife who was cheated on. Bitch, that's a lie. Y'all was not married. Once you was boyfriend and girlfriend and he cheated on you when he had a baby and then you married him. Let's get the facts together, honey bunny. Stop with the lies. Dorothy is in denial. I can't stand her. I like Candace, can't stand her mama. They do have some similar traits, but that's still, ooh wee. So they brought up the butter knife situation, and then Candace said something like, the reason why I hit you with the butter knife, I didn't realize the girl got hit with it. I know she tossed it, but I didn't know she got hit with it. The reason why I hit you with the butter knife because you kept coming up in my motherfucking house. And then Candace just went all gutter mouth. She went all gutter mouth. You done came up in my motherfucking house, bitch. I was like, what? Damn. She went from 0 to 100 real quick. But these two arguing back and forth, and Ashley said something about Candace being the least accomplished person on this couch. That is a whole ass bald-faced lie. Ashley thinks she accomplished something because she became Miss America. Everybody know my name. Raise the hands of the people who knew who Ashley was before this show. Let me hide mine, because I didn't fucking know. I didn't know who fuck Ashley was. Remember I had to Google her? I had to Google her. We knew Kenya Moore. Ashley Darby is Miss America? No, I didn't know who the fuck she was. I don't know who the fuck Candace is as Miss USA either. But as far as accomplishments, let's break it down. Ashley, what have you accomplished? What happened to the whiskey line? That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Your restaurant closed. You was 50% owner, but you lied and said that wasn't going nowhere. But yeah, that didn't happen. Oh, you accomplished getting Michael caught up with this damn baby. You know that we had to do with that fucking prenup. We ain't stupid, girl. We ain't stupid. Candace set them all straight. Giselle was gonna say something, but she had to realize that Candace was right. Every business I own. She got a wig business. She got the pageant consulting business. And it's a third business. Can't remember exactly what the third one is. But every one that she owns, she has had longer than anyone on that couch who has started a business. Every single one of them. Which is true, because all of them didn't start their businesses, came on this show. Now, Robin had a business when we first started. Remember, she had a party event planning business. I guess that kind of fell to the wayside. She never really go into that. But Candace said her business has been around way before any of these women on this show, and she is the youngest. She talked about how they talked about privilege and who was a gold digger and who wasn't a gold digger, and she was like, everything that I got from my mom. I came out of her coochie. It's a legacy. That's how I explain it too. I'm trying to leave a legacy for my goddamn daughter. But still, Ashley getting everything from her husband. Candace said something about the fact that she waiting on her 80-year-old husband to die. He close to kicking the bucket any damn way. I was like, that is correct. They was getting stupid. That's why I can't see how the fuck Ashley keep talking about how childish Candace is. Bitches, y'all act just alike. Both of y'all motherfuckers childish. Y'all go straight high school. Y'all go straight high school when y'all get into an argument. Both of y'all. So you can't just say it's Candace. Candace is a lot louder. Candace uses a lot more cuss words. She uses a lot more assertion. And I don't know, and Ashley's quips, Ashley be digging in. I'm going to give it to her. She be digging in. But Candace be slapping her back down real quick. And it don't help that the rest of the girls on the couch be like, ooh. Every time she say something, it don't help that situation. But Ashley made a comment that if I'm a gold digger, your husband a gold digger. He booching off of you and living up underneath your mama. Well, we come to find out, Chris ain't broke either. He just like Candace is, as far as coming from a family with some means. His daddy or his family owned one of the biggest companies on the East Coast or whatever. Rob was like, the furniture company? I don't know what furniture company it was, but I was trying to figure out what the furniture company was. But no, it wasn't that one. It's a whole nother one. So Chris ain't hurting either. And you might be asking, why is he living up under Candace's mama? Well, I guess he really wasn't. Candace's name is on the deed. Like I said, she brought the deed. It had her name and Dorothy's name on it. And they was splitting the mortgage 3 ways. And then Candace said, well, me and Chris are taking over the mortgage now. We're paying it by ourselves. And Dorothy was like, well, are you? Everybody's like, ooh. Then Candace said, are we not? We not paying it? She's like, yeah, you are. Then what's the lie? Robin, oh my goodness. Not Robin. Karen and Giselle was like, oh, she knows she lying. In reference to Dorothy. They talked about the purse incident when she supposedly hit Candace upside the head with the purse. That explanation, child. I could see that. I told y'all, I thought there was an argument that was had. I thought that Candace would have mouthed at her mama. She probably jumped up and she was all about it like she always is. And I said that Dorothy hauled off and hit her ass like my great granny would have did me. Let me roll an eye, bat an eye, suck her teeth, anything to my great granny. Be prepared to be knocked into last year. So you can go back and think about the shit that you was gonna do and come back and fucking apologize in the future. That's what my great granny would have did. So I could see Dorothy doing it. But Dorothy said, no, I just got up and when I had my purse in my hand, I was like, bad girl. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And Dorothy and Giselle both was like, oh, she lying. Oh, she lying. Dorothy apparently had a conversation with Giselle telling her that she was going to buy Candace this $2 million house. And she was like, oh, why would I say I was going to buy a $2 million house? You ain't heard it from me. And Giselle's like, yeah, you the one that had that conversation. You told me. You offered that information. I wouldn't buy her no $2,000 house. I'm more sensible with my money. Maybe $1 million house. So y'all making it seem like Candace is mooching off her mama. Her mama is throwing her shit. Her mama giving it to her because she wants to be able to say, I got my daughter this. I did this for my daughter. Candace could not accept it, but fuck, would you? Your mama gonna give you $1 million house. Y'all know how me and my mama history. She gonna give me $1 million house. You best believe I'm gonna take that motherfucker. You better believe it. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Ashley and her prenup. They talked about the prenup because, you know, Giselle mentioned that, yeah, she slid that baby right on in there before the 5 years is up. I think it has something to do with that as well. This prenup just solidified it. Ashley, you know, they showed her saying that, you know, she needed to get her payoff. I didn't know what the fuck the payoff meant. The baby couldn't have been the payoff, girl, unless you looking at that baby like it's a cash register, as Wendy Williams said about Evelyn Lozada. She got a cash register coochie because she's popping out babies, make sure she get these checks come in. Because if the marriage fail, as Robin said, if the marriage fail, she at least get child support. They didn't even debate that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, Ashley threw a look, but she didn't say nothing else, you know. Then Karen brought up the fact, yeah, you did say in season 1 there was $1 million on the table. And she was like, yeah, that's if, you know, we got divorced before it was over. That's all I would get was $1 million. Because we know Michael worth much more. So she want more than that meal, baby. And now she got a little dingy Michael. Now she got a little Dean Michael. She can liable to get more. But I think Michael is a smart enough businessman. He gonna stay with your ass until he croak, girl. And I'm gonna tell you that. I think the prenup was supposed to expire. They extended it 3 more years, so she had a 5-year time from the time they got married now. We talked about the fact that, you know, Ashley do got daddy issues, and just like I said, Monique said, he looked just like Michael. He looked just like Michael. I said her daddy looked just like Michael. I find that disturbing that you wanted to marry a man. You find some man that looked just like your daddy to be sexually attractive, that you want to fuck. I find that fucking disturbing. But the whole daddy issue shit, I told y'all before, I thought that whole shit was fake. I know Ramblin' K was like, oh, that's outside. She was saying that she wanted to know more about why her mama was so involved and why her mama was so hyped up to see the daddy, because that she was fake. She been talking to the daddy all this time. You can't make me believe that she ain't. But I don't think Giselle lying about that prenup. Anyway, Ashley talked about the fact that she got postpartum depression. You know, she said she's been crying all the time. She's upset. She has postpartum depression. And I heard, I think it was Ramley K said that the baby had to have heart surgery already or some type of surgery already. And she's following Ashley. I don't like Ashley, so I don't follow her. So, but they were showing like trying to make Candace look like, you know, she ain't shit on the stick. Like on the day that Ashley gave birth, you on Instagram talking shit, right? Ashley came out saying, he showed a tweet by Ashley saying that she knows she just had birth and she's a mama now, or this, that, and the third. But the hamster faced Candace, you know, she was gonna get at, so to speak. You see how Andy skipped over that whole part she said about Katie, because Katie flamed that ass. Katie flamed her ass. Let's see. The hollering. The hollering between Ashley and Candace got on my everlasting nerves. Both of them, child, like I said at first. I was still with Team Candace on that whole argument, though. I really was. That Ashley, she was saying that Chris was always talking about her miscarriage, and I remember seeing the tweets from Chris, and he didn't say anything about her miscarriage. What he did say in the partially of the tweet that they showed was that Candace was right. She didn't say nothing wrong. Ashley is the one who has been going around claiming that she was not drinking because she wanted to have a baby. See, that's what people fail to forget. That Ashley didn't just say she stopped drinking. She specifically said she stopped drinking because she wanted to have a baby. And then in that same conversation, picked up a Corona and tossed one back. I thought you stopped drinking. That's when Candace said, so we having a baby or we having a Corona? Which one is it? But that, again, like Candace was saying, it wasn't the only reason to let her to believe that the whole I want to have a baby was with some ill intentions. Like even from the baby, the rainbow party where Michael allegedly grabbed the cameraman ass. As Candace like, okay, how you up here supposedly crying and so much grief 1 second, then next second you grabbing somebody's ass, allegedly, allegedly, Lord Jamison. So that whole argument was picking up as they rounded out the episode. Michael was coming, sweat dripping all down his back, all red faced. He coming, daddy coming. And I guess he coming as an intimidation factor because everybody looked up like, ooh, he there right now. Trust me, I don't think you want it with none of them men. None of the husbands and or boyfriend. I guess I'm going to call Juan a boyfriend at this point. You don't want it with none of them, Michael. You don't want it with none of them. And it looked like from the next recap, because I hate to see that I saw it, but the next recap, the men about to go in. So that is the end of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion recap and I guess slight review part 1. We got 2 more weeks of this, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know how y'all thought about people's dressing. Did y'all agree with me about Robin's dress? It just looked so tableclothish, like a lace doily that she just threw on her body to me. The whole back and forth argument between Ashley and Candace. When we compare accomplishments, who has heard of Ashley Darby before this show? Honestly heard of her before this show. Not saying, oh yeah, I remember when she won. Lie. Stop lying. But no, honestly, y'all will know who Ashley Darby is outside of this show. Like shit, I didn't know who Candace was outside this show either. But if we're looking at like lifetime accomplishments, I can't tell you what the fuck Ashley did. She tell you herself that if she wasn't married to Michael, she'd be broke and living on the street. But she claims she's getting paid for Miss America. Let me look that shit up too. I was gonna look that up. Do Miss America winners get paid? Let's see. Besides the bejeweled crown, Miss America actually does make a pretty nice salary. The winner receives a $50,000 scholarship. That's it. Let's see. I'm trying to, come on, computer. Let me see if $50,000 scholarship. What else they get? How much do they make? That's the section I want to go to. And then the first, second, third, and fourth runner-ups, they get scholarship money as well. And then the winner also gets a 6-figure salary that's paid over the course of the year. So they get a 6-figure salary that's broken down over the course of the year. That's it. They don't get paid after that first year. When a new winner is crowned, you're done. So Ashley, excuse me, what salary are you getting from Miss America? Because when did Ashley Darby win? I gotta figure this shit out now. I'm nosy as a motherfucker. Y'all know me. Ashley Darby, Miss America. America win? What year was that? Who is Ashley Darby? Her Miss America win. Let's see. Yes, Ashley was big in the national pageant circuit. Okay. She was a beauty. She was Miss Maryland. She was Miss. No, she became Miss District of Columbia. Okay. She became Miss District of Columbia, and she was allowed to compete in Miss America. She was already in Say Yes to the Dress TV show. I didn't realize that. Okay. She was on Say Yes to the Dress. That was her first reality show appearance. Maybe that's why she feel like she known. Let's see. I don't see that her being a winner. I don't think Ashley won Miss America. Miss America winners by year. Miss America winners by year. Okay, let me pull it up, y'all. Let me pull it on up. It's 100 winners. We thought in 2011 she won Miss Virginia. So let's go to 2012. 2011, Teresa Scanlon won. 2012, Laura Kepler won. 2013, Mallory Hagan won. 2014, Ashley didn't win Miss America. She need to stop with that motherfucking lie. Girl, you didn't win. At least Candace won her title. She won Miss USA. It's a title that many people don't really recognize because it's not as big as Miss America pageant, but she at least won. Only thing you won was Miss DC. The fuck? Okay, see, this is why I'm Team Candace. I'm gonna always be Team Candace. That's it, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll be able to get the Greenleaf video up sometime between tonight and Tuesday in time for the other Greenleaf. But the other Greenleaf ain't gonna be put up to Wednesday anyway. So thank y'all for being here. Peace.